Hello, I'm Vicki Leroy with Modern Jewelry Creators. Thank you for joining me today for this video. I have been filming several short videos to share our holiday jewelry designs for this year, for 2022. Though, like I mentioned, all of them are pretty timeless. So some of them are ones that we've done every year now for a long time. And then each year I try to either introduce a new design or bring back something we haven't had in a long time, or give it a really fresh update. Like for example, for the sparkling snowflake earrings, I just love them. Like the pendant was new this year, and I just love them. And if you've been watching these at all, I'm just filming these all on the same day. Obviously, I'm not changing clothes and hair and stuff for each one to make you think it was a different day. Sorry. I look kind of dressed up today, but this is like 4-day hair. This is what hair looks like the day before it gets washed. I think it's just the makeup that makes me look like dressy, and the jewelry. I just love these. You can make them smaller, but I love the big ones. Okay, so we've done videos for the little holly berry bracelet, and I have other videos last year from that show the crystal garland and the crystal gift boxes that I'm going to link. Each year, several times a year, I make what we call our precious palettes, which are color mixes that have a beautiful mix of gemstones, freshwater pearls, and crystals, all in either like an on-trend color. I'll normally make one for Pantone's color of the year, and then sometimes I'll do seasonal ones, and I will always do a holiday one. And I like to refresh it every year so it just looks a little different than the year before. And she's just beautiful. So it's hard to see in the jar. I'm going to tip down and show you some of them loose in a second. But so we make the precious palette jar with the gemstones and pearls. Then I do what I call a little crystal collection. It's like a little accent mix that is only crystals, between 2 and 5 millimeter, a mix of Swarovski, Czech, and Chinese crystals in bicones and rondelles and rounds in the same color mix so that they match each other. So I always look at it like a booster accent pack to get more mileage out of your precious palette kit. But it's great on its own as well. And what I often do each year is to make some samples, because sometimes that's easier for people to see the color story. And so for the precious palette, I make one of our little hidden gems bracelets. And now technically this is last year's color mix, but it's always pretty similar. I'm gonna show you the new one in a second, but right, it's still just beautiful, right? Always lots of lovely gemstones and freshwater pearls. And this is our hidden gems bracelet. And this bracelet, depends how you string it, but this kind of 40-gram mix, you'd probably get at least 2. I'm hesitant to say 3 of this out of this, but maybe probably 3 bracelets to give you an idea of volume, so that this little jar may not look like a lot, but there are well over 300 beads in here. And like I mentioned, this year 40 grams is our biggest or heaviest precious palette yet, and at only $34, so it's less than $1 a gram, which is fantastic for the quality of the gemstones in there. And again, I'm going to tip you down in just a sec. And then for the crystal palette, which is new this year for the holiday color, I always string this lovely single strand that I wear as a wrap bracelet, but you could also wear it as a long necklace because the colors are really beautiful and neutral. But this is one jar, or and these little jars also have over 300 beads in them. $22 for the little crystal pack. And you can make so this gives you an idea of the color, beautiful color story, and the length that you can get out of one jar. And this is actually just a little less than the jar Now, when you order the Precious palette, you can order the crystal separately, or right now we have a special add-on where you can tack on a mini version. Here's the full one, here's the mini. That's half the size. Okay, I'm gonna tip you down for a sec, so you can maybe see some of the colors a little bit, and let me share what's going on in them. So this is just, sorry, the camera was moving around for a sec. I try to do a little like bowl of it. It's kind of hard to see. I'll put the lights on it, but it's just beautiful. So of course it has traditional holiday colors, but then this year I really added a lot of the like pink and the mint green, and so I think it looks really modern, like just a fresh holiday look. And so this year's Precious palette mix has pink tourmaline, rose quartz, moonstone, malachite, aquamarine, garnet, amethyst, fluorite, green tourmaline, green onyx, pink opal, mother of pearl, plus a few little rubies and emeralds in there too, because what are the holidays without rubies and emeralds, right? Plus tons of freshwater pearls and keshi pearls in there as well. And then of course our little crystal mix is that beautiful mix of Swarovski, Czech, and Chinese in rounds, bicones, and rondelles in 2 to 4 millimeter. And the stones and pearls go all the way from 2 to about 6 millimeter in size. But it's just a beautiful color mix. And so there's I released these to our email list first, but there are still some of them left. And so I will link them below if you want to grab some of this year's special edition holiday palette. There's the light I move so we can see things better. But there are a few left. If you want to grab these palettes before they're gone, I just think they're a beautiful, fun way to celebrate the holidays and get all these beautiful colors. And besides the samples I showed you, and this is a kit, you can add on the stringing kit when you order a palette for only $15, and you can also add on the stringing kit for this little wrap bracelet that comes with the clasp and the finish and all that for also only $15. So when you go to order them in the listing, you can add on all kinds of things. The mixed palettes, besides the samples I showed you, we do a lot of other fun things. This is a great little bracelet that's made out of not these palettes, but one of the Southwest palettes. Right, this is our Dancing Gems, where all the little beads are put on head pins and dangled off, chain. Look how beautiful, right? Because the color story is so gorgeous. And then this is that same color story, but also in the long wrap bracelet mix. But this one has the gemstones and things with the crystals too. So fun. Here's a couple other little hidden gems bracelets from previous palettes, Precious palettes. Look how pretty she is. Or you can just link them together. Right, there's a lot of options for these palettes. They're really, really fun. Once you have the color mix, which becomes for you already mixed, you can make so many gorgeous things, and it'll look fabulous because the colors already look fabulous. So those are just a few of the options for you. I love working with them. I'll link them all below. Check out some of the other holiday design palettes or videos that are up now, and I will catch you on the next one. And until then, sparkle brightly like the star that you are. Mwah. Peace.